length of last word. Given a string S consisting of words and spaces, return the length of the last word in the string. A word is a maximal substring consisting of non-space characters only. Example 1. Input is hello world. Output is 5 because word world consists of 5 characters. Fly Me to the Moon has 4. Joy Boy is 6. I am pretty certain that this was given as a homework assignment quite a while ago. In terms of questions, maybe we could ask if it's only consisting of English words, if that makes a difference. But I feel like that's not really necessary. Can't think of a good question to ask. So moving on after example, any exceptions? I guess if it is like an empty string, but it says it's consisting of words and spaces. I guess we could start off with if S, my approach. So the first thing I'm going to do after we check for any empty string is trim. So after we're done with the trim, we go from the end of the string until we face the space, right? So in this case, after we get rid of the space in front of the fly and after the moon, we start here and then start counting, and the moment you hit an empty space, you exit the loop and return however many counts you have incremented until that point. Let me just first clarify Okay, now that we have it trimmed, what we would need to do is just count. So we're looping backwards, return the length of last word, and we're gonna, if it's not, so basically checked to make sure that it's not empty string. Then I first tested to make sure that the trim function is working as intended. And then I made a counter to keep track of how long the length of the last word is. And starting from the back of the string, I started counting, and if they were empty space, then that's when I know that it's going to be a new word. Otherwise, and therefore would return the length right away. Otherwise, I would add it, and at the end of it, I would return the length of the last word. Honestly, felt pretty simple, but I did get hung up on like very small mistakes, like trying to use print function, which is Python. Trying to use that instead of console.writeLine, which I've been doing it forever, so I don't know why. And like forgetting to add another equals when we're checking for your conditional. But yeah, like once I got that cleaned out, the rest felt pretty simple. Iterating from the end is the right approach. Trim usage is correct. Early return on space is clean and efficient. Issues found. Yeah, I should have checked the trimmed one, not the... That is a good point. The loop handles the empty. Just point it at the right variable. Yeah. So Claude loves taking points off on multiple mistakes. Like, if you make one mistake here and it's relevant later, then Claude will be a very harsh professor. Formatting and consistency. A return on same line as closing brace. Minor but worth keeping consistent with the rest of your style. Is descriptive but verbose as a counter variable inside a small loop. Something like count or length reads more naturally here. So this is purely stylistic. Okay. Even if it works fine, Claude ensures that we're, making sure that we polish every part of our code, which is something I appreciate. Today we tackled length of last word, number 58. Was a second problem I think that I got right. I'm not counting the last one because it didn't meet the time complexity requirement, but definitely felt like a real easy problem. I don't know if that's because I have solved this before, and as long as like it's somewhat fresh in my memory, it's feels a lot easier than other easy problems. I don't know why I was blanking out and using print function instead of console.writeLine, or forgetting another equal sign when checking for if statement. Minor mistakes, but definitely, at least in terms of the getting the logic right, I felt pretty comfortable for once. I'm hoping that we start seeing some other types of problems that are utilizing more advanced ideas other than arrays and just loops. But yeah, if you have any feedback, I appreciate any. Other than that, hope you have a great week. Bye.